Welcome back, gamers, to my second ever Arknights Endfield video. And today, we're seeing if I was wrong about Arknights Endfield. They just revealed some new gameplay. So yeah, let's check it out. We switch scenes. Here we go. The visuals are already giving off a very like Nier Automata vibe, right? Which I do like. That's like one of my favorite games. Fantastic. It's just the visuals do remind me of that. Also, it is worth noting down here that you can see there's 4 different abilities. And like it looks like maybe enhanced abilities. I'm not sure what this is or if this is like character swapping because I don't know. I'm not familiar with like any of these characters or most of the gameplay systems because again, it's been a long while since they've shown anything from this game, and seems like a lot of things have changed. Last time there was a video for it was like over a year ago before they were posting a lot, right? So there hasn't been over 2 years ago for like gameplay, right? So we'll see what's changed. I am more curious about the actual combat more so if anything else, so I might skip through this. Also, once again, I have to praise the Arknights character designs. A lot of the characters are like super cool, like this dragon girl. Peak. And it's like while I don't play Arknights, right? Just from what I've seen, like the character designs, like they're great. Like there's a bunch of great designs. I will be pleased compared to what Arknights had last time. Well, that sounds good. Wait, hold on. Let me check this out. Is that the... Okay. I think they should change this UI. Because a moving UI like this... I'm not a fan of that. Very, very high, like, fidelity, right? Like, the textures on this and the detail is... How's that supposed to be on a phone? It's probably gyro controls, which would be even worse, right? We'll see what happens. But very detailed models, which is fantastic because again, I do think these games, if possible, they should be pushing, the boundaries, right? And this does look very impressive. I will say, while at the start of this, I did think the visuals gave me a Nier vibe. I'm not sure I'm huge on this display. Now, it could be because it's not in English, right? 100%. But I think this display could be a little, like, could be worked on, especially like this right side here for like the gear. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I think this could be like, worked on a little. Okay, this admittedly is cool. I actually fuck with this one, right? The menu. It reminds me a bit of like Atlas games. This actually looks pretty cool. No idea what any of the skills are like. By the way, this is the character that I believe. You know what? I'm gonna go out with it. This is the character that I believe got everybody mad at me in my previous video when I was actually praising the game. I think she looks boring. I'm not a fan of this character design. I fuck with this guy. He's cool. He's cool. Reminds me of Dante with like the red jacket. He's a cool guy. Wait a minute, where's chat? Where did chat go? Wait, is chat not on screen? Bro, you guys didn't tell me? Wait, what the fuck? That's weird. What happened? It just disappeared. Anyways, it's Panda from JJK. Yeah, you were too mean, guys. You got kicked out. Yeah, it's Panda from JJK. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Panda, cool. I do know Arknights has some like lion characters, and they look really cool. You know, like the furry lion characters. They look pretty cool. So like I'm expecting to see more of that whenever the game finally comes out. She looks alright. 100%. Out of these ones they're showing right here, this is my favorite one. I fuck with the Dragon Girl. I fuck with the Dragon Girl, bro. This is the best one out of these like 6. I know, so obviously the bitrate is making this look worse, right? Because it's being compressed on YouTube. It's already gonna be, you know, probably lower quality because they're testing a spec build. And of course, you know, I'm streaming it, right? And so it's gonna be another layer of compression from YouTube a second time. But I do think even like with all that in mind, like the world looks pretty good. I'm guessing you hit these and you collect them. On mobile gonna look horrible? You're probably right. Because I tried mobile, like I've tried mobile Honkai Star Rail. For whatever reason, it looks worse and runs worse than ZZZ, which I don't even know how that's possible. But it, for whatever reason, Star Rail on mobile, at least from my experience, was not as smooth as Zenless, which is just weird. Now I haven't played Genshin. I did it like once on mobile, so I'm not really familiar with it. But I did recently do Zenless and the Star Rail on mobile just because I was on vacation. Sky looks like a JPEG. Does it? I mean, like, I don't know. I this is a weird one, but like Destiny, like they always do great with skyboxes, and so like I'll be honest, with a lot of the environments, I just completely ignore it. I see what you mean. It does look kind of flat. It's just me? I mean, hey, fair enough, fair enough. Maybe it is just me. Okay, so there's QTEs. That's pretty solid ult animation. That's what okay. Okay, we're gonna Was it necessary for this angle to be in the ult? Was it necessary? Yes. Frankie, you know, never mind. Not necessary, but we aren't complaining. Chat wild in tonight. Okay, again, I already said it before, like YouTube compression, all that. I am slightly worried that the game will have a like hazy like blur. I'm not a fan of those effects in games, right? I can like it's okay in like near, but like I don't know. I'd have to see it for myself, like actually play the game to like see how that works. Oh. Wait, base building? Yo, this could be fire. I'm too lazy for that. It depends on what its use, bro. Like, if there's no reason to build bases, then, you know, yeah. Well, I'm assuming it plays a pretty major part, though. I do want to see more combat, so, like, I might skip. Wait, it looks like they're going to do an interactable there. More collection. Yep, there's Eagle Vision. What's this? Oh, are they expanding the territory for their base? I don't know if I want to play another open world game. Fair enough. This game looks like it's going to take up a lot of storage. I'll be honest. It looks like it's going to take up a lot of storage. Because if all of these like textures and stuff are as high quality as they are, like let's already point out one thing. I'm pretty sure Zinless is like already double the size of Genshin. And so like another game with high definition textures and whatnot is going to destroy your storage space. So for anybody worried out there, for mobile users or whatever, expect this game, depending on optimization, you know, textures, whatever it may be, voice lines, right? Because those take up a lot of space, to be have a significant storage, you know, cost. Question is, do you have the main character on your team? I think this is the main character, but that is a good question. I don't know if you can like swap that out or whatnot if you have to have them. I mean, here's the thing. If they do the exploration right, I do think this could be, you know, very like fun, like open world. The problem that I have with a lot of open world games is that the exploration is very poor, right? I don't even know if I'm loud enough at the mic. I probably should move it closer to me. But a lot of open world games, I think, don't do exploration right. And so, you know, I am curious to see like how this game is gonna, you know, handle that sort of stuff, because it looks to be open world. Okay, they're cutting to something else. Oh, hey, there's a new character in the bottom. I think it's a dragon boy. I can't really tell. Obligatory swamp biome. I love my swamps. For me on mobile, Genshin is 32, ZZ is 25. Are you sure? Look, all I remember is like recently, like I was checking the storage space, and I know Zenless on like PC is like over 80 gigabytes, and it came out like recently, you know. And that's on PC. Remember, you'll have to load into the game to actually get all the data, right? I will say this environment looks cool. I fuck with this environment. And I'm glad there's like a high level of detail, because this is a thing that I think a lot of these games miss, is that they make their environments open and not enough detail. Because like why the hell would I want to explore it if it doesn't look good? Like if there's not like things to explore there, right? It's kind of like what I know I'm gonna pause a lot in case you have already made it this far in the video. 60 minutes. This is one of the things why I didn't like Breath of the Wild, even though I put like 70 hours into it. It was mostly empty.
我知道这东西珍贵，但又觉得十分玄乎。
You're right. Having party members does make it more interesting. I actually did not play Tears of the Kingdom. It's because I didn't like Breath of the Wild. I didn't want to play the sequel. So this is more. Is this showcase entirely like base building? No, is there gonna be like more? Breath of the Wild is definitely not the game of the decade, bro. I'm gonna crash out. Okay, I'm gonna start skipping through this because it looks like it's just more base building. I will learn what the base building is like for myself. Tetris. I fuck with Tetris. Yeah, wow. Is this only base building? Look, I don't know what the systems are, like what the importance of it is. Oh, here we go. We skip over to something else. That is something that is interesting. There is a lot of micromanaging, it seems like, which, to be fair, I don't have a problem with that. I play all these gacha games, so I'm doing that all the time. And I even play Destiny, so like it's half the time for me, it's an inventory simulator, right? Although I will say it'd be a huge W for this game because it looks like it's true, right? You can see on the right side that your characters are inside of your base or something, which is fantastic. Love seeing the characters around in the world. I don't know why more games don't do that. Okay, so you can riz them. Hey, maybe I was wrong, Vanilla. Maybe the size storage is different. I just remembered that, like, you know, like even though ZZZ is an open world, it's still like a comparable size. So yeah. This I do think is cool though. Every single game should include you dating the characters. All right. You gotta farm all the lonely dudes and women and everything else. You gotta farm them. All right. All the lonely people. You gotta farm them. I also personally do like these systems as well if they're done right and they're not boring. Okay. Uh, I don't play a lot of games with them, so my only frame of reference is going to be like Sinless, which they are improving that system even there, and I think it's pretty good in that game. So yeah. Hey, that's nice. They follow you around. Bro, who is this? You got like a whole mech suit. Oh wait, is that the girl up there from the trailer? Also, I like this scenery. This looks cool. Hey, there's also a bike there. Please tell me you can get on it. Okay, so this is another... Yeah, you're rizzing her up. I'm gonna skip forward here. Oh, hey, they're in space. Okay, this is gonna be a criticism that I don't think everyone's gonna fuck with. Every game is copying like the Genshin UI now. And it's not even like these mobile gacha games. Like legit, so many games are copying like the same UI style and like layout, like one to one. Like I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. And it is primarily these gacha games, but they're like copying the layout, like exactly. Debatable. Now here's the thing. I'm fully aware that... Well, I'll let it finish, actually. Yep. I'm fully aware of the reason they want it to be familiar and accessible for players. So by copying it, it's easy for people to get used to the controls. So, like, makes perfect sense. It's just they could try something different, you know? But yeah, I am intrigued by the gameplay. I can't really tell what's new because I don't remember. It's been a while. Now obviously there seems to be a heavy emphasis on quick or what do you want to call them? QTEs, right? But it doesn't look bad, you know? It looks decent, right? Of course I'd have to play it myself to get a feel for it. But I am definitely intrigued of what it's going to be like and how the, you know, first off, if you're locked to the MC or how the other characters play into the whole thing. Because if I can't run around as the other characters, I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna be real, right? One of the biggest aspects of these games is the characters, and I want to be able to play as the character. I don't want them to be an ally. I don't want them to only be an ally on the field, right? That is a huge like aspect that I think would be a miss if that is the case. But yeah, you know, I would have hoped they showed a little bit more, since this was like primarily base building. But I am curious to see how this base building is going to play into, you know, the rest of the game, right? We'll actually go back.
确实有点。
刚刚正追击完结了，接高级的战士，交给我。
I will say, if the gameplay isn't like more in depth, because obviously they're not showing the full extent of it, right? If it's not like super in depth, because it does look like they're gonna have a stamina meter, which is probably gonna stun the, you know, target, right? Obviously, in their actual health bar. If it's not gonna be like super in depth past what they're showing, I don't think it's gonna be satisfying, to be honest. So I do hope there is more, but of course, you know, we'll have to see in like later gameplay reveals, right? But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm definitely intrigued by Arknights Endfield, right? And I'm curious to see if what more there is to the actual gameplay. You know, this didn't show enough to get me excited about it necessarily. But I am interested to see like how, you know, the base building plays out, right? And how, you know, how much you can get into the combat, like how complex it is and all that stuff. So yeah, like, subscribe, check me out on Twitch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hate comments now? Oh my fucking god, bro.